Okay, sweetheart, another episode. I am your lovely host, Fawaz the Cake Boy, Aberu Agba Fawaz. So, in this particular episode, in the last episode, in the previous episode, we discussed about video editing. In this particular episode, I'm going to be discussing about voice over content creation. That is one part that has been a controversial issue for my TikTok, WhatsApp, youth. A lot of people will ask me question, Fawaz, how are you creating your voiceovers? Like, are you memorizing your script? Are you writing it down? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? Like, a lot of questions have always been coming up on my voiceover content creation content strategy. And this video is going to be addressing all of that, right? What now is the answer? There are two ways I create my video content, like my voiceover content. There is one I create using an external application. Yes, there is one I create using an external application. I won't be talking about that in this video. Why? Because it's another paid course entirely. Yes, it's a paid course entirely. If you're interested in joining that voiceover external application usage, it will be very, very lovely for you if you'll be interested in joining it. But then the other part is also sufficient for you. Like the reason why the reason why I use external application is when I want to make marketing for other businesses, and like it's not really a marketing, like I'm not making like the kind of content I use an external application for the voiceover is like I want it to be much more organized. Even in that one, I'll write down my scripts. I'll write down what I want to say, how I want to say it, and it will be very, very like it will have to synchronize together with the video. Do you understand now? That is why I use an external application. Maybe when I want to market for other brands or I want to do all of those stuff, that is when I use an external application. And that is when I want to like edit the voice, do this, do that, make it much more vibrant, no noise. I want to reduce the noise. I want to reduce the humans around when I'm recording and all of those stuff. But the second part, which is much more lovely and like a little bit like for the purpose of this particular course, will be the one I want to like explain to you. If you know you'll be interested in that external application course, I have it over on my Telegram group, so you can just send a DM on my WhatsApp right now, where I'll be able to like give you an like if you are watching this video, that means you've already paid for this course. So instead of the normal price for that course is 5,000 naira. But then for the purpose of this, because you've already paid for this class, you can get it for 3,000 naira. If you are watching this video right now, because you have to make me know that you've watched this particular point. I'm sure you get now. So you'll be getting the 2,000 naira off. So you'll be paying 3,000 naira. I think it's almost a 30-minute long course. Yes. So now let's talk about the second part of my voiceover. Now, the second part of my voiceover, which will also be the mainstream of this particular episode tutorial, is the one that I do right from my editing. Now, you see, the one I do right from my editing is the second part. And how do I do it? I do it in the sense that I record like all of the videos I want to make. I will have cut all of the videos into little chunks, right? I will have edited the whole video. Once I edit the whole video, I remove the volume. I reduce the volume from the whole video. So once I reduce the volume from the whole video, then I tap the record. Do you get now? I tap the record in that particular video. I mean, in that particular video editor. You're gonna see what I mean by all of these things later in like when like in minutes to this time. Is it minutes to this time? When I start showing you how to do it, you start to see it. I just want to use my mouth to first explain so that it's not very difficult. So what I was just saying is that I'll just have to tap the record in the application. So like in the video editing application, either InShot or CapCut. You're going to see how I do it, right? Don't get too bothered about that, right? So once you just tap that and then you start recording your thing. Now, it is in two ways at this point. There are some voiceovers that I do that I need to write down my script. You can see this book right here. I said it that time that this book right here is enshrined with all of the things that you're seeing online is inside this book. Once this book finish, I take another book again and start to use it to write. Do you get now? So like the main psychology behind my video content creation is that I use write a lot. You need to write, and always go along with your biro and your pen, because your brain is your brain is to process and it is not to keep information. Do you get now? So a lot of people will say, once an idea comes to your mind, you say you retain it till the night. No, you don't retain it to the night. Since you have a pen and a book around, you write it down. Another thing will come to your mind again, you write it down. When you now want to work on those things, your brain is now there to process it. So that is a problem. Your brain is to process and not to keep information. I think I'm already diverted, but then it is fine, sharp. So I think I've like summarized how I do the video, like the voiceover. Yes, I've summarized it. So let me show you how you can do it by yourself through a video tutorial. So let's get into that right now. Okay, this is like I told you earlier that there are two kinds of video voiceover content I create. There is one I create that I record through an external application, and there is one I record right inside of the video editing application. So this is the one I would be making directly through the video editing app. In this particular video, I'm using CapCut, which is like the one of the options I gave you earlier when I was explaining video editing, but I did not include this in the course content. However, I have another course entirely discussing CapCut and every other video editing applications that I explained or that I mentioned. So if you're interested in that class, just let me know for like practical fixation and how you can make payment and join the class. So let's just continue. So I said earlier then that you will need to edit all of the you need to edit the videos you want to use. Can you see now? I've edited all of these videos. Like these are exactly what I want to use it for. Like these are exactly the clips I wanted to use it for. So the only thing I'll be doing right now is I would be recording the voiceover. Now the question is, how do you record your voiceover? It is the same way recording voiceover here is the same way in recording voiceover in the InShot application. All you need to do right now is you just toggle down to the audio section. So once you get to this audio, this one right here, once you get to this audio section, you'll have the options of picking sound, which is like the inbuilt sounds that came with the application. You can choose music from that section. You can also choose from this effect section. Do you get this? I mean, yeah, the effect section, it's all based on data, as I said earlier. The effect section is like when you're going to add effects of like different animation sounds into your video. Do you get that now? You can also move on to the extracted. This extracted is basically you intending to like extract a voice or extract a particular audio from a video that you have on your that you have in your, what is it called, that you have already in your gallery. But we are not doing that right now, so let me just show you how to do that extraction as well in case you want to do it. Let's extract the audio in this particular video. Can you see now?
And I'm the future king of France.
And I'm your future queen.
Then you'll learn to respect my decisions.
Respect goes both ways. I will not have a
So since we are not bothered about that, let me just delete this and get straight to the business of the day. Delete. So now the third one is now this record. When you tap this record, can you see now? When you tap this record, that is where you are going to do the voiceover. So you can do your voiceover in two ways. You can make sure you write down your scripts, write down all you want to say, or you can just say it directly, like following the flow, no script, just say what you want to say. But for the purpose of this video, I don't have any script. I'll be going straight deep into the whole thing, right? So I am not writing down any script whatsoever. So what you need to do right now is you just tap this middle thing right here. Tap it. Sorry, I'm not yet recording. Let me just delete this. So you just tap it. So I'm going to record my voiceover directly right now, and you'll be able to see how it practically works. Let's go. So sorry, I'll be doing a mix of Yoruba because this particular video is like a promotion for one of my clients, right? So that is not like I'm just going to go through with it, and I'm going to show you how you're going to edit it, increase the volume, like add some effects to it to make it pop out very much well. So let's go with it. So I don't know. You need to clear up your voice apparently. Let's go. I'm getting a little bit nervous that I am recording the voiceover for a client through a course. So I think I will not be doing that. Let me just delete this. That is just to show you how it is. Like that is just to show you how it is. So let us just do a little bit of editing from here. You can increase the volume. Let's increase the volume. It's very easy. You can do that. If you want to fade in, what is the effect of this fading? It says so that you're going to have a soft beginning. It is going to start from a very least point, then it's going to rack up the volume itself. Like it fades in and it fades out, like as the name implies. So if it fits in with whatever it is you love to do, let us go to the last end. So you're going to see the effect of that as well. I am recording. Sorry, I'm still recording. Can you see how that went now? So it's very, very as easy as that. So once you're done with that, you can easily, so since I'm not using this, I don't have to tap delete, right? But then, okay, let's just skip up what we're doing. So that's how you do for your voiceovers. You make sure you must have recorded everything, and then you record the voiceover from this point. And once you're done with that, you just need to tap this arrow that says like go out. Do you understand? Like you want to save it to your bar, so it's gonna load up. The same thing applicable to your InShot, to your InShot as well, and that is how you just do that. Do you get? So let's get into the finishing part right now. But I think you've been able to see what I am talking about, that there is no miracle. Yes, no miracle. Ex nihilo nihil fit. You cannot put nothing on something and expect it to, like, you cannot put something on nothing and expect it to stand. That is a law Latin maxim. They say ex nihilo nihil fit. You cannot put something on nothing and expect it to stand. That is to say, you cannot expect me to place my content strategy on nothing and you expect my page to stand out. Never. Do you understand now? So that is why I am bringing a lot of things into this course for you to like understand, make the feel beat, and get it all together. Sure you get. So baby, I hope you've been able to learn a lot of things from this voiceover content creation and also the video editing part. In the next episode, I'm gonna be sharing with you like I'm gonna be pouring out my mind. I'm gonna be telling you the do's and don'ts, the mistakes I made. The things I did, I'm like, okay, sorry, I've already finished election. At the time of recording this video, they've already announced the president-elect. I'm not a political person, but okay, let us get into the old. Don't let us divert into politics. Don't come for me. I'm not supporting any. But then, darling, I think that in the next episode right now, I'm gonna be discussing the do's and don'ts, the tips and tricks. There are no tricks, right? It is just the tips I've learned, things that have worked for me, right? Things that have worked for me, and like the development on my page, on my content, on my vibe, on my strategy, and all of those stuffs along the line, right? So join me in the next episode, which might be the final episode. No, it might not. It should not be. Because I'm going to give a closing remark and also demand your reviews at the closing video. Yes. So join me on the next episode, which will be the preceding episode to the last episode, on everything and what has encompassed my life as a content creator. An energetic one at that, I beg. Give me the good. I am an energetic content creator. Yes. If you like. If you don't agree, argue with your keyboard. Have a nice day. Follow your joy. I love you. There's no Umar today. We'll be seeing Umar in another episode.